Amber, when did the first act of physical violence by Mr. Depp occur?
Objection asked and answered.
No, overruled. Go ahead.
That would have been early 2012.
Is she kidding us right now? From the beginning of her testimony, she's been saying that the first time she was hit was in 2013. So how has she gone back an entire year to add more damage to Johnny Depp? This shows that her team has been watching social media of fans calling out Amber Heard on her lies.
How did you determine this?
I reviewed my therapist's
Objection,
notes.
hearsay.
By reviewing my therapist's notes.
Objection,
All right,
hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
When asked how she was able to determine whether it was 2012 or 2013, she said she checked her therapy notes. Like, is she for real? When someone is abused, they remember the date because it's something so haunting that you don't need to review notes you wrote down to remember. See how fast Johnny's attorney is canceling her answer and how the judge sustains the objection. Yeah, everyone can now see through her BS. No matter how hard Amber's attorney tried to support Amber's lies, the court was like, no.
Your Honor, but it's not offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted. It's explaining what she looked at.
I'll sustain the objection.
Okay.
I'll sustain the objection.
She's not getting away with her lies, and it seems like she noticed and tried to explain that at first she thought it is 2013, and that's why she told the court that. But that just proves she lied under oath, and since she's been busted by social media, she's trying to rectify that.
When did you earlier believe the first act of physical violence occurred?
Well, I had always believed up until recently that it had started later, that the violence started around early 2013.
Well, too late, Amber, we know. I love how the court has come to their senses and no one is taking Amber and her team's crap anymore. It's like they know she's lying and they are done listening. If only she had been saying the truth from the beginning, she would not be stammering and sweating as she's doing today.
Does that change your testimony, realizing that this is earlier? Was this, in fact, still the first act?
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
What was the first act?
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
Someone get this woman out of that courtroom. Of course, you never forget when someone you love first hits you. It doesn't matter time or how. That's not something one can forget. And if by chance, which is rare, someone forgets, if the issue is taken to court, you review your so-called therapy notes before testifying.
How is it that you think you got the date wrong?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
That way you don't get things wrong and lie in court. Instead of objection hearsay, I believe it should be objection lies, because when she answered, I am embarrassed to say she lied. Again,
I wasn't hit so early in the relationship and still stayed. He was also sober for a period in 2012, which was a peaceful time for us, in which we fell in love. So I had kind of allowed myself, I guess, to forget that the beginning of that period, 2012.
So what she's trying to say is that she speculated and believed that it wasn't early in their relationship, so she made up her story about 2013. She guessed that she lied in court because she had made herself believe that lie first. Doesn't make sense at all. If you still believe a word she says, please enlighten me in the comments section of the reason why that's the case. Anyways, continue watching our videos as we tell you all the new proceedings of the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case.